And welcome to the fourth part of this tutorial. So I want to be able to view all of the data or see all of the data that I have in my database. So I'm going to exit out and let's click on the form load. You see right underneath the form initialize here, I'm going to enter the following. So let's just grab hold of this, paste it right underneath it. So, and I'm going to call it maybe upload database, upload, upload data, something like that. Yeah, upload data, that will do. So now that is going to be a function that should upload all the data. So the first of all, let me grab hold of one or two things inside here. So let's double click on this and just grab hold of the following. Okay, that would do. Let me go back in here. Is that there? Right. So I'm going to get rid of this. I just need my SQL command. There we go. And get rid of this one as well. So I'm going to use my SQL connection pound equals new. There. Okay. This. Right. So next, now I want this very command. Let's say command that is going to be dot equals command dot create command. Then we then say command dot command text, and that is going to be equals using SQL statement select all from students. There. Okay, select all from student. Now I want my SQL reader to take care of that for me. So let's say let me do that. My SQL reader, data reader. Yeah. That is going to be SQL data reader equals command dot execute reader. Data table, and that's going to be dt equals new data table. Let's say dt we now want it to load up. Dot load the execute reader. Now, and I need to assign dt to my data grid view. So data grid view, that is going to be dot source, data grid view dot source, data source, and that is dt. I think that is that. Okay, let's call that. We'll call that this function. I'm going to call it inside my initialize component here. Okay, so come in and just paste. Okay, and that's it. So let's run that and see how it's going to work. Run. There we go. Look at that. Okay, brilliant. So one other thing I want to do is, you see, when I click on this data grid view, I want all of the information to be shown here. So let's end that and go back in there. See the data grid view, select that and come right here where we have the properties. Go to events right here. Click on the event we want. cell click. So I'm going to double click on the cell click. There we go. Okay, we're going to use try caching here. So I'm going to say try. All right, cache statement. Grab hold of that, dump it right underneath here. And I'm just going to modify. So the message is going to be, let's say, comma, and let's enter. Just going to call this parameter student ID. Students, no, student database. All right, now comma, message box button dot okay. Okay, and enter another argument, message box icon error. The scrabble of error icon. There we go. All right, and in here, inside the try itself, txt student ID dot text, and that is going to be equals data review 1 dot selected rows. That is 0 dot cell that is selected. That is cell number 0 as well. Okay, and let's say dot value dot to string. That's the first one taken care of. Let's enter parentheses. There we go. So I'm just going to copy this. Next one is the first name. First name, paste. Copy it like this. That's first name there. And this will become 1. Next is going to be surname. Paste. That's 2. Then we have address, txt address. Paste. 3. txt mobile. Txt. That's number 4. And txt email. There we go. Number 5. There we go. And that's it. Done. So if I click on the data preview now, I should be able to see all of this data. So come in here, select this. There we go. Look at that. Okay, you see that, guys? And it will make modification a bit easier. And just change this to Tom. Tom Sawyer. And that is going to be Little Venice. Add. There. Okay, you see, I've added that, but the problem is it didn't show Tom Sawyer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also call that very function here. Let's see, where's the function? This very function. This very one. I'm going to call it inside add button. This very one. Double click and right underneath here. Let's paste it right here. There. Okay. I've added up. I've called the function. Now let's run it one more time. Run. System execute, upload Tom Sawyer, and maybe let's improve that. Let's change this one to Grace Jones and change that. And where does she live? So let's say 99. 99. Wow. Okay, telephone number. There we go. And there we go. Place email. So add here. Look at that. Okay. Brilliant. So what is left for us to do now is let's take care of updates, delete. Yeah, we have print to take care of as well. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So take care of the updates here. First of all, let's just copy all of these from my add new. Okay, I want to grab hold of everything in here. Yeah, that'll do. Let's grab hold of all of that. Double click on update and paste that in here. Okay, and let's close this. Now, instead of my SQL statement here that says insert, I'm going to change this one to updates. Updates students sets. So let's come in here and just change this to update up. Right. Okay. So let's do one thing. Plus in there, just want it to be much more readable. So the first one is going to be the student ID, and the student ID is going to be as follows. Scrub that to be equals student ID. That's it. Number one. Let's do this. Okay. Now we have student ID. Next, we need first name. The first name is going to be as follows. Grab all of this. That's for first name. And surname. Let's move the surname. Then let's put comma here. Comma. And comma here as well. And next, that is address. Okay. Now we have mobile. Oh, let's put this address back where it was. Then we have mobile. A comma there. And we have, well, right, that takes care of that. So in this case, we just need to say where student ID equals student ID. Okay, let's use that for our session. Equals student ID, where student ID is equals student ID. Equals where student ID at student ID, but this will be lowercase. There we go. All right, so that is that taken care of. Let's make sure it's all correct. All right, we have the parameters, and underneath here, let's declare an integer. Int, I'm going to call it rows of affected. Okay, that will be equals command dot, that should be a dot execute null query. If rule affected is not less than 0, so okay, let's accept that. If it's less than 0, that up. Okay, if role affected is less than 0, then I want a message box to say it is successful. Right, so message box dot show data successfully updated. Okay, comma. That's my title for that, and then I need message box button dot okay. And message box dot information, not error, information this time around. Let's change that to information dot information. All right, brilliant. Okay, we then say else. I'm gonna grab hold of all of these. Copy that. Else the message box should display a warning. So I'm gonna change this to warning. And this will be no record was updated. Okay, let's change that to no record was updated. Okay, no record was updated. I'm going to change this to warning without warning. Right, that is fine. Okay, one thing is supposing, let me add 5 hash statements in case if there's any error. Okay, I can always copy that anyway here, have it somewhere here. The hash statement. There we go, where I have my multiple hash statement. I'm going to copy all of that. Okay, just go back in there to update. Right up here, we have, let's say, try. Right underneath here, I'm going to paste the following. There we go. So that's update taken care of. Let me show it to you guys. I think we have, there we go. Yep. All right. So update is taken care of as well. Okay, so those are the lines of code for updates. I'm going to now try it out and just see how it's going to work. Just come right down. There we go. Okay, so let's run it and see. Click on run. Let's select maybe Tommy and change Tom and change that to Tommy, or let's say change the address to Goodman. close, and click on update. Yeah, it has successfully updated. There we go, look at that. But the problem is the updated data is now showing here. So when I click on this, I want it to automatically update as well. So let's close that and grab hold of the update command that I have in here. I think I have the update. There we go. The update function. So let's go back in here. Now I'm going to paste that right here. We'll paste that right underneath here. There we go. Okay, so once you update any fields, it will trigger this function. So let me run it one more time and select maybe Moloven, change the address or change the name to Paul John and change this as well. Okay, and click on update. So I expect to see the update up here. That should change to Paul John, and the phone number should change as well. There we go, look at that. Paul John, and the phone number changes as well. So that is good. Update is done. Now need delete.